Hello friends, welcome back to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. I'm Stephanie, and today I'm going to be showing a variety of all the layouts, I think with the exception of two, from the Happy Planner line. This is another series or another segment of the Planner Basics series on the Happy Planner. And again, this is mostly if you are a beginner or if you are wondering about a particular layout. And so we're going to go over all of them today. All right, welcome back. So I have a lot of planners that I pulled out of my own collection to show to you today the different layouts that the Happy Planner offers. To make it easy and not create a lot of confusion, I pulled only classics. So this is the classic size planner. As you know from the prior basics introduction, there are, a multitude of sizes. There's the standards are mini, classic, and big, and then they've added in a skinny classic and a skinny mini. But because the classic is the original, that's what I'm going to cover today. Because it was easier to pull all of these planners than it was to pull one each of every three, or the three main sizes. So all classics, all the layouts, we're going to go over them and kind of flip through each of them and show you kind of what each layout offers. Maybe offer some tips on ways you can decorate. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start first with the most used or most notable layouts, and then I'm going to go into just an alphabetical order and a flip through, and we'll talk about each. And so let's get started. All right, so we have, let me kind of stack these up and go to my first one. So I have, this is the, and some of them I've left the paper on. Some of these are, not used. Some of them were for my collection. Some of them I've used parts of them, but I didn't take this off. So you'll see some of these on there. This is the newer packaging or placard, however you want to refer to it, for the Happy Planner. I think I may have one with the old paper on it, but I don't have the sticky to it. I took that off. So here is, this one is particularly the Wild Fields Planner. It is a color block. This is in my current planner lineup from July to December 2024. So I've used this kind before, a color block, but I'm using it again just to kind of test out a few different things that I thought I could work into my daily plan and see how it works. So this one here has, again, I've talked about this, I've gushed about it, this gorgeous inside cover. And I have some of the guts out of it. So I'm not going to flip through the planners per se to show you that particular planner. I'm only going to be showing you the layouts. So this one here is color block. You get a standard month with it, but then you go into the color block. And this is one where I'm currently using, I'm using each color block for a category or focus area within my business and blog and social media. So I will, I've gone through and I've labeled each of these color or blocks with a particular area. Like I listed the first one, say blog, newsletter, check-in, YouTube, that kind of thing. So I have made each of these lines a category. And then the weekend is the weekend. You could, if you wanted to, take a pencil and carry over if this really bothered you. But I, try and stick to a Monday through Friday work schedule. So this leaves that open. And for me, it doesn't bother me, but for some people, they may not like that. And then you have a big box here that you can, in this, if you used it as it's laid out, it's for weekend adventures. Maybe, a day trip or, a trip to the beach, whatever. So now if you if you had a few kids and you needed to keep an eye on their schedules and who was where and when, you could have for each column, you could have your child's name on there and, keep track of their schedules for that day. So, that's another option. There is not a layout that Happy Planner has that you can't make it what you need it to be. So you may have to, add a little or, white out a little, take it away. But you can make any layout work for you. You just have to decide on what it is you want to track, what it is you want to see on a day-to-day basis, and then make that layout work for you. And then that carries throughout the whole planner. So again, this is the color block, and you can use it. I'm going to step back. I was going to say you can use it for a variety of things, which you can. But if you're familiar, and we will talk about this a little further down the lineup, but this is kind of on the idea of a teacher layout. So I will try and remember to pull this back in so that we can compare the two and I can show you what I mean. So here's color block. Okay, I'll tuck this aside for now. At some point I'm going to have to take it off my desk because I am running out of space when I pulled all of these out. Okay, so next up is the dashboard layout. So let's see, that's not going to work, as you can see. All right, I'm back. I had to, again, make room. So with my own daily planners on my desk, and then all of these, it just is kind of a lot. So next up is the dashboard layout. So this is called Beauty in Everyday. That's what it's called here. But online it is called something else. And of course I knew I'd forget. In any case, that's not what this is about. This is the dashboard layout. Again, standard month. You're going to get, a standard month look in all of the planners. I also have a few in here that are of the, let's say, older version. So you may see a different look, and I'll try and remember to point that out. Okay, so here is your dashboard layout. Now, if you are a lister, or you like to categorize your day, a lot of people like this planner for that reason. So you could make this side sort of a Hobonichi style. So if you're familiar with Hobonichi, it's a bullet journal, but it'll list, at least in the book I've seen, it lists the week on the left side and then sort of a blank page-ish on the right side. So your week is segmented out horizontally, and then you can do whatever you want on the right side. This is sort of the same idea in my mind. And it just reverses the pages. So you have your dashboard layout on the right side with an empty box at the top. People have used it for meal planning, YouTube tracking, if you do videos, maybe your social media posting schedule. And then, of course, this dashboard side, you can do anything you need with it. Add stickers, make bullet lists. I'm a bullet person. I like to make the checklist to check it off. So I will typically use a color to give myself a bulleted list, and then I just check things off as I do them. Over here, let's get there. There we go. We got a flat lay now. Over here is your kind of your hub, your task area. So in this longest part, the older style, this used to be separated, and you'd have two boxes. But people were asking for a longer task area because, sometimes our days are such that we just need a larger area to list this out. You could think of this area on a general basis as your inbox. So you might write things down as they occur, no matter when they occur. April, let's get to the week. If you knew in the April time frame that you needed to do a certain thing during this week, you could just automatically list it here and then it's all set to go. So you could think of this area as an inbox. You have an important box, looking ahead, and notes. You don't have to stick to the labels that are in here. You can use any label you want to use. White it out, put a box over it. You could even, if you wanted to, take this box, make it one thing, and then take this and make it something else. So, you could take this out and make this a full box. So there's a variety of ways you can use the dashboard layout. Those are just a few, and I'm sure there are hundreds more out there that obviously I'm not pointing out. This isn't really to show you or tell you different ways to use this. This is about introducing the layout for each of the planner layouts that Happy Planner offers. And then I'm just kind of offering some tips in case you're curious of how would I use this planner. So those are just some of the ideas for a dashboard layout. So let's move on. I have a lot more. Next up is a horizontal layout. So this layout is one that Happy Planner has had for a while. It was very popular in the beginning, and then of course as they offered more styles, as planners we want to use as much as we can use, test everything out, find the system or the layout that works best for us. But this layout here is great for if you want to do any type of journaling. It's really great for journaling. You can still use it for day to day. Let me get you to a section. Again, standard month. So here's a week layout. It's really wide open for you to use any way that works for you. So again, it's great for journaling. You can segment the page, the 2 pages, in half. Maybe put a little farther over here so that you have mostly writing space. And then you can make bulleted checklists over here. You can, make a design that goes up this way and down this way and then, kind of write in that direction. You can do that type of thing with any of the layouts, but a horizontal layout offers you kind of that blank slate. So the way most of the planners are now is they are minimal. So in the past, these lines used to be colored to go with the theme of the planner. And that kind of got in the way if you were planning, say, a particular color theme. So now it's all neutral. It's easy and ready to go. The other thing you can do if you wanted was reverse that checklist. You could bring the line closer here and just put the bullets here and then write in what you need to do. And then you have all this space extra to plan that day. And this is for the more standard layouts. I'll be coming out with a video in the future of ways you can use it. So this is just, again, an introduction. So this is the horizontal. Moving forward, there is, this one is, I even forgot, vertical. So it doesn't have its tag on it. Again, this is in my current lineup. It is my creative journal, but I'm not using the weeks. So I'll address that later at the end of the video, assuming I don't forget as well. Okay, so this is a vertical layout. Let me get to one that is available. Here we go with the month. And then this is, by all accounts, the traditional classic Happy Planner layout. Classic not as in necessarily the size, but in the layout. So this layout is one that was really, from the beginning, their go-to #1 layout. It is as versatile as you can come up with ideas. You can segment these boxes into 3s for whatever 3 categories you need. You could do important, social media, family. You could also, if you wanted to, make this a color block planner. And by that I mean, and I've done this, you take each of these 3 boxes and pencil a line in to segment it. And then you now have a color. You could color it in, but it's a color block, meaning you've went from 3 blocks to 6. You've got 2 here, 2, 2. So you could do any kind of layout you can possibly think of. This is great for checklisting, for, let me show you if I have one available. Okay, so this is the Canon Ivy Zinc Smart Sheet. So this comes out of the photo paper that you put into your Canon Ivy. I've talked about this in my memory keeping books, my memory keeping videos, and about how much I love this. It really is a great tool. But, so this is the size of the photo you would have. You could use this in your layout if you were doing a weekly thing. If you wanted to, a lot of people use the Classic also for memory keeping. So you could use this to, maybe, again, show where you're going to put your photos. This particular size paper, and I don't have one available around me. I don't. This size, if I remember correctly, fits into the Happy Planner Big Planner vertical box perfectly. If I remember correctly, it was designed, this fit perfectly. So, it'll fit right into the box. So if you're looking to do any kind of memory keeping, you could still do this, and it just creates a different kind of segment. But it does fit in the big if you're curious. Okay, so this is something where, again, you can really make it what you want. I have seen more decorative planning layouts in this style than any other style out there, or I should say layout out there. It is the quintessential Happy Planner layout for all things planning, memory keeping, meal planning, whichever you needed. If you really were unsure what you wanted to do, I would suggest starting with the vertical. If you wanted to hop into Happy Planner, find a vertical, check it out, start working with it. Every week, maybe do a different layout or a theme, or, how you decide to plan it. Just vary it every week. You'll find your groove. You'll soon find it, and then you'll be hooked just like the rest of us. Okay, so here's vertical. Now we're going to get into the bigger planners. I don't mean big as in size. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring them out kind of alphabetically. And we'll start with the budget planner. So there's a number of styles and looks for the budget planner. It's been out for a while now. This one happens to be undated. And although I have one of these in my collection, my own personal collection, this one is actually going to be, with a few other things, done as a giveaway over on my Facebook group, Creative Planning Expressions, so be sure to check that out. I haven't done it yet, but it will be happening over on that group. And so let's hop in. So what I hadn't been showing you thus far was the dashboards. I'm going to show you in this planner because it is different from the other ones. Let me show you. So let's pull this one out. Okay, here we go. So in the newer planners, the dashboards that come out are usually this style: priorities, important, and take note. And then in the budget planner, it's slightly different. You will find not all planners have this currently page. It's not a dashboard. I keep calling it a dashboard. It's a currently page. It doesn't always have this currently page. Some of them do have this, but then this dot grid just kind of goes all the way down and you don't have that. So the nice thing, again, about the neutrality of it all is you could take, this is the front page, if you wanted to. Again, this is mixing and matching. You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of the disc system. So you could take this and put it in here, and now you have a budget currently page for your regular planner. This has unexpected spends, which are a great way to keep track of those. So, that's an option there. Okay, let me get And there goes one of my planners. Let me get this back in here. Okay, so let's keep going. I had to pick up my planners. So again, a month. This is undated, but they do come dated. Okay, so with the budget layout, you have everything you need for a budget. So you have your income and totals, totals of some, like summary total, income summary, expense summary, grand total, that type of thing. You have categories for the different areas that you may want to look at budgeting for. And again, you could use whiteout tape, change the label if you need to. Savings tracker, accounts and debts tracker. You could give yourself a no spend challenge. Weekly expenses, and there is multiple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, for the most part, weeks may have, in a month, there may be upwards of 5 weeks, maybe 5.5, I think. So you have more than enough papers to do a weekly expense sheet for each week of the month. And you're basically just listing everything out. The amount, was it a need, was it a want? This helps you to identify what, where your money is going and where you can curb back on your expenses. There's a place down at the bottom where you can, write out or journal out your wins and, things to do for the next week, how to improve that spending a little better. So you've got 4 of those. And then the back page, the very last page of that month tab, in this one anyway, you have a lined area to take notes. You have a check it off. So you can use that for virtually anything. You could use it for upcoming expenses are going to happen in the next month, tasks, did you, balance your checkbook, that type of thing. And then you have an important column. On the right side, you have an entire page of dot grid paper to make any notes. You can make it a vision board for, say, a trip if you were taking a trip or you wanted to plan one. You can make it a vision board to help you reach the goal to save the money to go on that trip. So that's another way to use the budget planner. And then it goes into another dashboard. Okay, so now as I'm getting over to my pile over here, it's going to get a little more challenging to keep things from falling over. So I will edit as much as I can. Next up is, I'm trying to keep it so that I only have the one style planner out on here so that I can show you without all the other stuff going on. So let me go to a future month. Okay, so again, let me just show you the dashboard quick. This one has the typical dashboard. Regular month. This one is a checklist layout. So I can't really say I love this layout or that layout. I love them all. I've used almost all of them, I think. But for content planning, management of daily to-dos, and all the other things we may do in a day-to-day, I actually love the checklist because it's right in the middle. You can highlight that area. You can make this day, say you were going to do a project a day. You can do a project a day and list out the tasks that you need or the steps you need to complete to finish that project. You can do a day-to-day to-dos. You could make it social media focused. So, Monday might be Instagram, Tuesday, Facebook, depending on how many posts you want to make. You may want to schedule your posts. So there are a variety of ways, again, that you can use the checklist layout. You have your top and bottom box. Your top is dot lined, your bottom is clear. And again, you could cut the box in half with a pencil mark. Same down here. Or use them as whole, however you need to. You can make this your top 3 for the day or your appointments, since, you definitely don't want to miss any appointments you may have scheduled. So there's a variety of ways to use the top box. The bottom box, you can log your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fitness, kids' schedules. So again, number of ways you can use this. But this is the checklist layout. One of my personal faves. I have used this. There is a playlist on my channel for the checklist layout. So if you're interested to see how I was setting up some of my pages, be sure to check it out. So here's checklist. Then there is this one. I purchased this one purely for the pages. So this is an undated planner, but it's called a daily layout. And essentially what that is you have a regular, it's undated, so you have your hello page. You do not have those calendars in the beginning, the forward planning or year at a glance. You do have a note section to the tab, which I really like that idea. And again, in this one, it's undated. Most of the daily planners they've put out, I believe, are undated. But this is basically a daily planner. It has daily pages. This one, again, is a neutral page. It has daily pages. I mean, I've taken some out to use, but it basically has 4 tabs worth of pages. For you to, if you're a daily planner, say you don't want to use a weekly planner. You have so much and you need to organize so much on a day-to-day basis, you need a daily planner. This is the planner for you. So you have all the things you need from a traditional planner style in your daily page. You have your top 3 priorities, you've got reminders, tasks for today, and then you've got 2 almost project areas you could categorize however you need. So daily planners usually only give you, let's see, I counted it once. I believe it gives you, depending on the planner, 3 to 4 months worth of daily pages. After that, you'd either have to purchase another planner or, maybe get more of these pages individually and you can create your own tabs. So that's another option. So there's daily. Okay, next up is the Faith Planner. So again, this is outdated. This is the old papers that used to come on the planners. And they would have that sticky dot that would stick to the planner. So I'm glad that they changed that out. So here's Faith. Let's see. You have your dashboard or currently page. And in this page, it's a particular layout for Faith. On the side, you have your thoughts and prayers. Again, a little note section. You can set here intention, blessings, God's hand in. All dot grid, large enough to write in to add stickers to. You could also highlight or, cover those up, put a box down, make it a new label. You can always change things up. Month is standard. The week gets into a segmented layout. So you have 3 separate boxes, and the top box is scripture reading, plan, and keywords, and it has 3 bullet points. Next box is observation, and then application. So again, you can cover these lines up with washi, relabel them, use this. You could even pull this in and use it as a regular daily planner. You cover this up, you can make this your top 3. Cover this up, you can make it, let's say, social media. Cover this up, make this your to-dos, notes, meal plans, whichever. So don't be distracted sometimes by, the style of planner or the layout, because you can change it however you'd like. And then this carries through for the weeks, okay? And then into your next currently page. So let's see. I've got 1 left in this pile, which is good because I'm running out of space to put these. The next one is the fitness planner. So I'm just going to gently stack those back there. Okay. This happens to be, now, this is a journal. It's the Happy Journal. There are planners out there that are fitness. I believe the only one I may have purchased that was fitness was Healthy Hero, and I archived the pages and I couldn't find them. So we're just going to use this one as the example. So again, we have fitness. This is a guided journal. So it's slightly different from a planner, but this is what I had to show you. So normally you would have, again, your currently page, your month, and then it would go into the pages, which again are set up differently. Hold on, hold that thought. I had tucked in here something. Let me see if I forgot I had these. So I do have, let me take that back now. So in a traditional fitness planner, you have your currently page, you have your tab with your month, double page spread. Then when you get into the weeks, this is the layout for a planner. So it has, again, segmented boxes. You have intentions, nourish, movement, take note, which has 3 different boxes, different titles all the way across. Reflecting on, today was, thankful for, focusing on, looking inward, daily gratitude, and loving this. So, and then over here is your weekly check-in. You have I'm feeling, because, and then some note area. So with this, again, use it for fitness. You write in your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, record your movement, maybe your Apple Watches, your movement on your Apple Watch. And then down here, you can use it for just what it says, or you can change this all up and make it a regular day-to-day planner. You again would cover up these boxes unless you needed them or wanted them in your planner, your daily planner. You can make this your top goal of the day, your bullet list for top 3, a checklist or, bullet list where you're going to check off your daily tasks. Your movement, again, you can make it however you'd like. I probably, if I was switching this into a daily planner, I would leave movement as it is because I would want to keep track of those things. But you could change this out and maybe put here your meals. So what you plan on making. Down here is pretty much open. You can make it a checklist. You can maybe list the ingredients you need to make the meal you're planning. So again, a variety of ways. This is the planner layout, a fitness planner layout. So let me just show you quickly through here what the guided journal is about, just quickly. So it has these different pages. It's a lot of writing, recording, reflection. So you'll have a variety of pages that offer you the opportunity to track your fitness, how well you were doing, what was your highlight of the day, how can you prepare to stay on track. It goes by week. You have note sections, water intake, hours slept, that type of thing. So this really wasn't the fitness planner I was going to show you, but luckily I had that paper nearby. So that is a fitness journal or planner. All right, so we're getting down there. So next up is this planner, which is a monthly planner. And I also have used this in my planner lineup, and there is a playlist. You can check it out if you're interested in finding different ways in which to use this type of planner. So let me go in here, make sure I've got it right, because I was mixing this planner with the checklist planner. That's why everything was a mess. Okay. So again, traditional, standard, minimal, currently page, planner, monthly 2-page monthly planner. Now with the monthly planner layout, you're getting what everyone would most typically call a dashboard. So this is an area where you have 3 trackers that you can label however you need. You have monthly goals, check it off. note to self, jot it down, top priorities, and aligned area. Again, you can label any of these areas anything you want, and I made sure to do that, I think, almost every month that I set one up. So be sure to check out that playlist. In this planner, you will have, let's see, so 4, about 4 pages of daily tasks. Again, a variety of ways to use these. You can use them just as a running inbox if that's what you needed. You can segment these off by day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You could segment for a whole column. So, a variety of ways you can do this as well. I love the monthly layout. If you don't have a lot going on or you don't have that much to plan, a monthly layout really is a great one to go with because it offers you the opportunity to still plan, whether functionally or decoratively, but then still gives you enough space to do what you need to, but not giving you too much you don't know what to do with. So a monthly plan layout works great for that. I would always take pages from this, paste them together with the checklist, and so basically my pages were pretty thick by the time I was finished with a month. But that's what worked for me. I would still use it, but I kind of wanted to change it up a bit. However, these I will keep in my collection. I will go back to them at some point and just redate them. Last 2 pages in the monthly layout are just 2 lined pages you can do whatever you want with. Memory keep, journal, notes, chicken scratch, whatever you need to. So there's monthly. I'm going to try and pick up the pace because there is quite a bit still to go through. Next up is the recovery planner. And this was from some time ago. It's about the same layout though. So this is the inside. I'd put a pocket in here. So this is the recovery edition. On this one, the currently page is different. It is goals for the month for, as you're in self-care, let's say. So be active, rest, nourish, forgive, grateful, acknowledge, action. So you can write out your goals for that. It's very faint. Let me see if I can get this up so you can see it. There's a line here that it's blank on this side, but dot grid on this. Let's see if I can get it up there. There we go. So you can see kind of that transition into the dot grid. Okay, so you have your month, standard month. In this one, the weekends are colored in. If you don't like that, there's no way to change that unless you paste it in a new calendar. Here is the recovery layout. It offers a dashboard style planner on the right side, which also has a little icon of how you feel for the day. Daily gratitude at the top. It has your top 3, keeping track. You can check them off as you go. To do this week, jot it down. It offers little tips, call a friend. Weekly check-in, and each area has a different thing for you to check in with. So, have I been selfish, dishonest, or afraid? What can I do differently? So it has, again, a lot of writing, but it offers traditional planner styles if you want to incorporate recovery as your focus, but planning secondary. So again, that's all of the same weeks. And that is the recovery layout. And I love this planner cover. Okay, another one is more current. This may or may not find its way into my planner lineup for the July through December 24 timeframe. More remains to be seen. This is called a classic simply layout. So it happens to be, if I recall correctly, these are at Walmart and they're probably low supply. So if you liked what you saw, run out and get it. But a simply layout is just that. dashboard. Look at this beautiful color. Month. Here is your Simply layout. Another great layout to go to if you don't have a lot to plan or you don't have a lot going on. A Simply layout gives you 2 weeks on 2 pages, flat lay, with a dashboard style planner, which again is very easy to use a dashboard. It has the blank box at the top. You can make your meal plan, YouTube videos, content, whatever you want to put up here. And then you've got 2 weeks at a glance. So that really is helpful if you're looking to, if you don't have a lot going on basically, or you're looking to simplify your planner, go with the Simply layout. And that carries through all of them. And then, so you have less pages because again, you get 2 weeks on 1 page. And then the back is just note section. So you have line pages you can do whatever you want with. This is the Simply layout. And I'm going to kind of breeze through these quickly now because I'm getting down in, or getting up in the time, I should say. This is a teacher layout. And let me go forward because I did use some of it. I'm trying to find one where it has everything it needed to be. Okay, maybe? Let's see. Oops. Okay, this must be it. Currently page has notes, focus on, birthdays. Again, doesn't mean today's planners are like this. This is an old teacher planner. So the newer teacher planners may have, a different dashboard or currently page, but you'll always get a currently page. Month. And the layout is this. So does this look a little bit familiar? Think of the color block. Let me pull that back up. I actually remembered this time. Okay, so if we pull up a color block, I won't be able to keep both in frame. Well, maybe top and bottom a little bit. Okay. So these are both the same in terms of the layout, meaning you could, again, down the side, you can make these your days and make these your categories. You could make these your categories and these your days, which is what a lot of people do, but it's the same concept. Let me put this away, go back to this. Okay, so for this one, again, you can make the top, if you prefer a top day of the week, you could certainly do that. Cover these up, and then you can make these into categories. You'll have, of course, 5 categories. Now, again, because it's a teacher's planner, it doesn't have Saturday and Sunday on it. So this is purely a work week, which, if that's what you like to do, work Monday through Friday, and then you keep your weekends off, this is a good planner to start with. Again, versatile, you can make it however you want. It's neutral. The boxes are slightly segmented with just a little space in between. And you can make this, I've seen people use this for social media. So they might make this, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, that type of thing. So again, versatile in that way. And it carries throughout. So this is the teacher planner. And again, I used it for a little bit. I tend to use pieces of a planner and then glue it in with other planner pieces, and I make the planner that works for me. Okay, so last one that I have, and then I'll talk just quickly about the others. Last one I have is a wellness planner. Again, it's an old planner. And with the wellness planner, let me go here. This was an 18-month, so it's pretty thick. Your dashboard looked a little different. And again, I don't know if the newer ones have they probably have less color, but they're the same concept. Top 3, how I'm strengthening my mind, my body, myself. This is a tracker. And then you have your holidays that might be coming in that month. Traditional month, again, it has a little, this one has color in it, but the other one may not, like the newer ones may not. Self-care priorities, you have up to 4. Again, you could cover that and make that your goals, your top 4 goals for the month. And then in the week, again, very colorful because this was this planner. Tracker for the week, how you spent your time unplugged, positive word, reading, listening, feeling, watching. So this is sort of a mini currently page like the traditional ones in the planners that I've already shown. So it's just a very small condensed version. 3 boxes, 2 of which that are clear. And then the bottom box again has those, not tips, but pointers for the day. So like reflection, today was thankful for, focus on, looking inward, daily gratitude, and joy of today. Again, you could cover these up with washi, make it however you want. And think of this, if you remove the fact that this has a grid at the bottom, it's really a traditional vertical. And so that is, again, versatile. Except down here you have the grid. So if you don't want to deal with that, you may have to paste something over it or maybe paste in a regular planner page. So this is the wellness. All the way through, the same. All right. So this is going to be a long one. So which ones haven't we talked about? Let's pull this one in here. Okay. So we have, so the only planners left are hourly. Let me see if I have one I can show you. That's like not written in so you can see. I didn't have a complete one, or I should say a non-complete one. Let's see. Let me get to a page that is workable, hopefully. It may have decoration on it, but it'll work. Okay. Okay. Just quickly, this is the hourly layout. Of course, I have some tabs up here because this is my 2024 archive planner. And from January to about mid-April-ish, I was using the Girl with Goals extension pack, which is an hourly extension. There are planners that are fully like an hourly planner. So, and basically what you're getting, again, you get your currently, you get your month. This is the weekly layout. You have a blank area up here. There'll be 2 boxes that will likely be a gray color. This is purple just because that was the theme of the extension pack. But more importantly, at the very bottom, so it's basically the last 2 boxes of a vertical layout are lined and they have a time in them. So 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. So it's an hourly time frame. So this allows you, if you like to keep track of your time or you have to for some reason, or you want to schedule your time out. This is the hourly layout that you'll get. And again, you can, if you didn't want to use hourly for that day, you can wipe this out, cover it up, sticker it, whatever. But this is hourly. As you can see, I kind of stopped about mid-April using that. So let's see, that was hourly. And then, I should say it was hourly and productivity. So I'm pretty certain that that was the productivity as well. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we have baby and parenting, which I do not have. I am past that time. So I have no planner to show you that looks like that, but you can check it out on the Happy Planner website. Wedding, already married, so I do not have a wedding planner for you to take a peek at. Check out the Happy Planner website. You should be able to see a glimpse into some of the newer wedding planners. And then there was just the productivity, which I'm pretty sure is the hourly layout. But I'd have to check myself for sure. But in my mind, hourly and productivity are the same thing. So there you have it. That was a very long-winded introduction to the different layouts Happy Planner offers for their different planners. These are all in my collection. Some I've used, some I haven't. Some I won't get rid of because I know at some point I'll just redate them and use them. Some I've used partial, like this one. And I may go back to it. So, again, I'm just going to hold on to it. So I hope this has given you a glimpse into all the different layouts. I tried to offer a few tips for you to maybe start out with in the planner that you may choose if you're a beginner. But more importantly, it gives you really a broad overview in one video of all the layouts that you may come across or may want to explore, and how would you use them, in hopes that it will help you choose your planner, your happy planner, to help you stay productive, on track, and successful. So I want to thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as hitting the bell notification so that you know when I post my next video. There will be more videos on this series of planner basics. So be sure to, hit that bell notification. You'll know when it's posted. And any supplies I can have linked, which are going to be few because a lot of these are older, will be in the description box below, along with my standard craft room and planning supplies that I use on a day-to-day basis. So they'll be linked in the box below. And I want to wish you a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life, one plan at a time. Thank you for watching.